What's up, guys? Decided to make your video on programming. This is my first video ever, so if it really sucks, pardon me. So this video is about my project, a few of my projects from first to third year, just so I could show my friends what they look like. Cause this I program in the C language, C++, and it's hard to distribute them to anybody. So the first one I'm showing you is a first year program on console application. It's called Calendar. It works like a normal calendar using an equation which I came up with actually in high school. It was for a math and science project, and here is what it looks like in C++. So first thing you do is you enter a year that you want to view the calendar of. Let's view for 2013, which is the current year. And if you want to see just the month, the specific month, you enter 0. Otherwise, any other number to see any month, all the months of the year. So let's go with 0. Let's check for this month, which is March. And here's what it looks like. So March, the current date today is 28th, so March 28th is here. You can check up here to see if it's correct. Thursday, and yes, it is a Thursday. Let's do a second one. The cool thing about this calculator is the way it works. First of all, look in this first line. It talks about how the first day ever was a Saturday. And because I calculated this, you can calculate from the Saturday to any date in the future, the far future. So for example, if you had something coming up, something you wanted to know about the year 2040 for some reason, 2040, maybe you wanted to write a story, a narrative, and you wanted to keep it accurate by knowing which day of the week year 2040 actually is, because you want to make some kind of prediction, whatever reason, you could actually check what the date would be like, what the days would be like in year 2040. So I'll just type 1 here so we get the full calendar of the year. Let's do it again. I didn't do that right. So year 2040, 1 to get the full calendar. It worked the first time, but it didn't stay because I ran it without telling it to stay up. And this is what it looks like. And you can be sure this is the actual calendar of year 2040. It's just like this. The January 1st would be a Sunday. You can know that March 2040 will be, the 2nd will be a Friday, 2nd of March will be a Friday, and so on. You can check for the past. You can check your parents' birthdays, the day of the week they were born, and you can check the future to know maybe when your kid will be born. Who knows? Anyway, that's that. Next one is, I'll show you the next one. It's down here. The next one I'm going to show you is another console application on animation. I'm more into animation and gaming, so I didn't take a long time to jump into it. This is an animation with char, because at this level I didn't know how to use any graphics and I really wanted to make something move. So all I could work with is char, characters, and this is what it looks like. You may be thinking, this is simple, this is doing nothing. Actually, it's doing a little something, because all you can do is you can output lines of data, lines of characters, one by one, row by row. And what I'm doing here is doing that in a way that every row is connected to the next one. You don't have any random characters showing anywhere on the screen that's not connected to the previous one. So everything just flows well. I've manipulated this with code to make everything just flow in a nice way. It's not showing you anything much, but it's showing something that is not disconnected. That's what this was about, and well, I did that. Next, that was my project for first year. What I'll show you now is for second year. First thing I did in second year was, sorry, my voice is shaking, it's kind of cold. We're in spring, but the temperature is -10 or something. Okay. Ah, the brick game. I created the brick game, and it's like a normal brick game. Just I wasn't trying to be original here. Just made sure everything worked the way it was supposed to. Well, I try to make sure everything worked the way it was supposed to. You can say that. You can say it actually does. Because for example, if I have space down here like I do, there can be a few errors. I'll show you in a second. So I have this, and I can make it disappear like that. And guess what? I can bring it back and cause some errors to happen. That's not normal. It's a condition that I didn't think I needed to fix because, well, it's second year. It didn't have to be perfect. So, and of course, I should show you that it breaks as it's supposed to. I'm just gonna try to make it break. I need one of those long ones. This one. Take it down here and pow. So it works like it should, actually. And it's pretty clean. It doesn't blink too much. It was actually a big issue for me with the computer I created. It was all blinky because the refresh rate of that computer wasn't very good. But yeah, it looks really good here. You have the levels here, and you have the scores. With every level you reach, they fall a lot faster, like it's supposed to. And this keeps going until you eventually die, when it's eventually too fast. And yeah, next game. I've been programming mainly games because that's what I enjoy playing games. I play a lot of Xbox, and that's what I do. Oh, here's another one, the Snake game. This one's very simple. I was all about simplicity here. Like a normal Snake game, you can go under, go up, come back, no breaks, no nothing. It's just play until you finally eventually bite yourself. And there's a whole lot of space, so you have to be either play for a very long time or be really whack for you to actually get it to be game over here. Except for the fact that I made another small limitation, I guess I'll call it. Something about this game, even as simple as it is, something doesn't work right. What doesn't work right now is the fact that normally the game is over when you bite yourself. That's when the first box, which is like the head, hits some other part of the body. But what happens in this game is you can end the game either by doing that or just pressing the opposite direction you're going. So what happens is it thinks that because I pressed back when I was moving in this direction, but it thinks that instead of ignoring back and just keep going forward, it tries to actually go back and bite itself. That's stupid. It shouldn't do that, but it does. That's the limitation. Next game. My final project for second year is this game that I call so cool. It's this game that I call Pig Breaker, which takes. I actually have a presentation for this game. If I can show you that. If you give me a second. Because it was my school project and you had to make a presentation, of course. So let me show you a quick presentation of that here on PowerPoint. Yes. Here I was starting to try to be original. So what I did was I took the original two original games. I was asked to make I was actually asked to make this game here, Brick Breaker, the old-fashioned game. And I thought, well, what's the fun in that? Everybody can do that, and what's the fun in it? So I started like this. 3 simple facts. We have fact 1, which is there's a classical game called Brick Breaker. Fact 2, the game that was reigning currently at the time was Angry Birds. And take 2 things, put it together, you get 3. That doesn't make any sense, but it looks good, so I put it there. And what do we get? We get my game called Pig Breaker. How does it work? You take some elements from from Angry Bird and take elements from Brick Breaker, which is this ball that normally goes up and breaks bricks, and you get this guy for some reason. And you take bricks, which is what you break in Brick Breaker, and you take pigs, which is what you're killing in Angry Birds, and well, you get more pigs. And next, you take this, which is the plank you supposed to be bouncing the ball on in Brick Breaker, and you take the counterpart from Angry Birds, put those together, and you get a counterpart. This stuff, it's like a counterpart, two counterparts with a rubber in the middle, and it has wheels. Woo! And okay, how does it work? Next slide shows this. The bird lands on the counterpart and flies off. If it lands at this angle, which is at one edge, it would increase speed, because it kind of counterparts you higher. And if it lands at this edge, it kind of reduces your speed. So it comes in like this and it loses speed. If it lands in the middle, then it just bounces off normal. Yeah, those are the mechanics. And then it's an algorithm that you don't need to worry about. And the gameplay, this is what it looked like, and that's all. And I wrote a little something here which I could never show anybody. And yeah, it reads, and cap all this qua noogs sideways. I'm the tish. Colapios. If you don't know what that means, you don't need to worry about it. If the guys don't know what that means, it's fine. Hard. And let me play that for you so you see what it looks like. Boom. So yeah, here it's just like Brick Breaker. This game is supposed to be just like Brick Breaker, just that I made it a little bit more interesting by putting Angry Birds elements in it. I wasn't actually trying to make Angry Birds, and I went a little bit overboard. If you look at the wheels of this thing, you see them move as I rotate it. They're rotating as I move it, rather. And if you look at the pigs, like if I press pause now, and you look at this pig here, its eyes are closed while this one's eyes are open. The pigs actually blink. Those are little details that you'd see in more professional work. Decided to put it in there. And of course, it doesn't just end here. There are, if I just come to the code and change stage to maybe stage 3, you'd see more elements. Exactly. You see more birds. I mean, you see more pigs. And it's a lot faster. I just died too fast. So that's that. The final game, which is one I'm currently working on, is called It's a Run Game, because that's what's in right now. Everybody's making a run game, and I call this one Harkov Run. This is just the framework. I've only started it, and I'm only testing out the things I've added so far. I haven't even put real beat maps yet. But basically, you run. You can get items by jumping up. I just got a taxi, which makes you rather invulnerable. I didn't actually need to jump over that guy. I'll make sure I hit the next guy out. I'll knock him out, which I'm gonna do. Boom, right there. And so you get elements. You jump from one level of the stage to the next. You avoid the bad guys. You get items. Right now, my friends thought it would be funny if I put something like maybe rotten food that you can get, and if you get it, you jump higher because you fart. Sorry about that. You fart, and that makes you jump higher. My friends are stupid. Not my idea, I promise. And that's how it goes. This game, I still have a lot of work on. I still have a lot of things to add. I'm just starting it, but this gives you an idea of, well, what I can do currently. So, hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope my voice was okay. I haven't actually done this before, and thanks for watching.